Hello, dear friends of Black Nights Film Festival. My name is Päike Triinu Tamm, and I'm very happy to welcome you all back here in PÖFF TV. Today I have here in the studio with me an Estonian filmmaker Liina Triškina-Vanhatalo, who is gonna talk more about her film Lioness. Lioness is a psychological thriller about mother's desperation when her 15-year-old daughter goes missing. So, let's give a warm welcome to our guest. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Okay, I think.
It's good to hear. How has the festival been for you so far?
Well, when a festival happens in your hometown, it's a bit different because you have all the practical details of everyday life that don't disappear. So you have to keep up the life, even though it's the festival time. So unfortunately, I haven't had much time to participate.
I mean, it's totally okay. Somebody needs to work also.
Somebody has to make the films.
Yes, yeah, good point. But for starters, one question we always ask from every director is was there like a personal experience or event that prompted the creation of this film?
Maybe not exactly an event, but I think after those two films that I have made now, feature films, I can say that I am unusually interested in family matters. It sure has a connection with my own background, but maybe not a very concrete event.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, somehow these family relations is something very exciting for me. And I think they are the most important relations for a human being, and they somehow define everything else. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's good point. Family relations are where it all starts for everyone. So I understand, but as I said in the beginning, it's psychological thriller. So it's definitely quite like hard and deep movie. So I can only imagine there was definitely some kind of unexpectations. So maybe you can tell us what was the biggest challenge with this film?
Yeah, I know actually what's the biggest challenge, but I don't know if I can talk about it without it being a spoiler.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's how we, during preparing the film, during writing it, during preparing the shots, and also in the editing and sound design, how we dose the different layers of the storytelling for it to still be a thriller and to have a plot twist that works, let's say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but many filmmakers say that they discover something new about themselves also during the process. As you mentioned, the topic about family relations was already interesting and familiar to you, but did you learn something about yourself also during the making of Lioness?
Yes, I think making a film is such a long process, and it has so many different stages, and in every stage you have its own challenges and its own lessons to learn. So as a human being, and as a mother, I learned from the people I worked with, and when doing the research, I realized that this job of a mother is even more difficult is not the word, but again challenging as I thought it was. So it every day there are new things you have to deal with that were not there yesterday. So and when doing the research with psychologists and people who work with families and also with youth, I think I learned a lot from them, and also from the crew members and the actors when we talked about their personal experiences as children, as parents. So yeah.
Okay, your film definitely includes deep emotions, and I think it's safe to say your film is kind of asking how far would you go to save the ones you love. So what do you think about it? Do you think there are some kind of moral limits to this question, or is love just like boundless on its madness and you can do kind of everything to save the ones you love? I'm asking, is it just like as point of Helena's, the mother's point of view, because she seemed to be ready to do like anything. Mm-hmm. So how do you connect with this thought?
I think every parent is ready to do or capable to do absolutely anything and everything. And that what makes a parenthood or love of a parent so wonderful and terrible at the same time. So because it can cross all the limits and maybe in the way somehow hurt the bystanders. Mm-hmm. So but that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, your film definitely has a beautiful and, as I said, deep, meaningful background, but let's also talk about actors, because I think without them no film will make it to the screen. So one of the main roles, I don't know if we can say you had one main role. I think both mother and daughter were leading roles, but you had a young actor, Teele Piibemann, in your film, who played the 15 years old rebellious teenager. How did you find her, or other actors also? Was there some kind of casting? Did you already knew the actors before and you knew, yes, I want them in my film, or what was this process like?
Finding and choosing the actors for Lioness was very by the book process, actually. We held castings for all the roles, all the roles with dialogue, let's say, also the smallest ones. With the grown-up actors, it's I can't say it's easier, but it's one very, let's say, established process, because we know who the grown-up actors, professional actors in Estonia are, and we just ask them to come to a casting and then make a decision. But with the kids or youngsters, well, some of them end up in some sort of casting database, but since they are constantly changing, like you end up in a database because of a short film you've been in, and as a, let's say, 12 years old, and in 2 years you're a totally different person. So in this way, with kids and with the youth, you have to start from the scratch. So it's we just make casting calls in Facebook and other social media platforms, and in acting schools and this kind of places. And then for this role we got, I think there was around 600 applicants from all around Estonia, and then our casting director made the very first selection according to age and also physical parameters, because the mother and the father, Katariina Unt and Ivo Uukkivi, were already chosen, so it set some sort of physical limits to how the girl should look like. And then we asked the young people, girls, to make self-tapes, and then we asked them to come to casting. Then there was the first round and the second round and the third round and like that. So
okay, it's really like by a book.
Yes.
But 600 is a very big number. How long was the casting process then?
I must say I don't remember, some couple of months, maybe more.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's only good to see that young people have this, I don't know, they like acting, they want to do it. So I think it's only good that you have such a big amount of young actors who wanted the role. So
I'm not sure you can call all the 600 actors, because I think many of them were, let's say, fishing, like not really knowing what it would mean, because it's not an easy movie, and actually I think no movie is or participating in a full-length movie shooting is a tough job. So not everybody can do it.
Yeah, of course. But you as a filmmaker, the concept of control versus chaos also seems to be relevant in Lioness. So how do you view this balance, and not only in the film, but also in your own process or style as a filmmaker? So how much room is there for chaos, and how much room is for control?
I think for me chaos is a wrong word or definition. I think chaos has like a negative connotation for me. But there is this one Estonian theatre director who has once said a definition that I like a lot, and it's a positive insecurity. And I think everybody who is making art in whatever form can relate to this term, because you want to actually be in this feeling of positive insecurity, because this is where it's a point where things start to happen, magic occurs, something you have not planned. And this doesn't mean that you don't have to plan. You plan a lot. There are filmmakers who don't plan anything, but I like to plan, but I like to also have the opportunity to let go when you feel that now if you let it go, you can reach something much higher, something much deeper than you could ever prepare for.
Yeah, I mean, of course, every director has their own methods, and you can only get to know what's best for you if you try it out. So, Last but not least, to tie it all up, what would be the one emotion or what would you like your audience to think about after seeing Lioness? What would be the main message you want to give to the world with this film?
I would like the people who go to see Lioness to maybe think about how they love. Do we take it for granted? We think, of course, I love him or her, whether it's your mother or daughter or partner, but what it means in practice, how you show it, do you show it, and do you show it in a way that the loved one feels it as love?
Okay, beautiful thoughts. Am I right, the first screening of your film in the festival will be tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, so I can only wish you the best of luck. I hope you can make your audience to think about how they love. So thank you for coming in today, and I hope you will have a good screening of your film and you will also have a beautiful festival ahead. So thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
And for you viewers, thank you for turning to PÖFF TV, and we will see you next time with new films and new directors in the studio. Thank you for watching us.